Hello everyone, my name is JJ Maradian, and welcome to Let's Play Pokemon Legends Arceus. Here we are on the language selection screen. Just want to go ahead and mention right quick, this is going to mostly be a blind Let's Play. I have not played this game before. Today is the 28th. I did stream the game originally yesterday when it came out, or well, when it came out at midnight last night, and the stream and then a couple of recordings that I had after the stream that I did had some technical difficulties, and the visuals didn't come out. I had the audio, but not the visuals for some reason. I don't know what was up with the Elgato there, but those have been worked through. So I'm actually restarting the series here from scratch so that none of the game content gets missed, and this will be going into the Let's Play series. But the first tutorial bit of the game I've kind of already seen. Outside of that, though, it's all going to be brand new reaction, and I'm playing this game blind. If you would like to see kind of my initial reactions and responses and how I sort of saw the first bit of the game, that'll be in episode 0, where I'll just leave the stream footage archived. But let's go ahead and choose English, because that is what I am speaking, and get going. Here we've got our now saving. Welcome to my realm, located beyond both time and space. It is well that thou art here. I am that which humans call Arceus. Now, I wish to know thine appearance. I'm gonna go with the same appearance I went with on the stream, which was this one. I actually have brown hair in real life, or well, black hair in real life, but I've got the blue eyes. And after playing through on the stream for a little bit, I kind of got used to the blonde hair on the character. So we'll just go ahead and choose that one again. What is thy name? Alright. I usually go by either Maradian or JJ. The second J in my name actually stands for Josephus, and so I'm going to go with Joseph. Just because using my initials JJ in games sometimes makes it a little hard for me to notice my name in the text when they put it in there. And so yeah, we'll go ahead and go with that appearance, and we'll set the name as Joseph. And looks like everything's good. All is correct and as it should be? Yes, it is, Arceus. Joseph. Soon thou shalt find thyself in a world strange to thee. A world inhabited by wondrous creatures that humans call Pokémon. Joseph. Seek out all Pokémon, and thou shalt find me once more. wake up! Oh, do wake up, won't you? Are you alive, my boy? You gave me quite the shock, falling from the sky like that. But thank goodness you seem unharmed. Who are you? Where am I? Let's say, who are you? I'd like to ask you the same. I mean, you fell out of the sky, you understand. Come now, who in the world does that? Apparently I do. I must say your clothing is unusual. You wouldn't happen to have an acquaintance in these parts, would you? I doubt it. I don't know. I doubt it. I'm going to assume that we do recall the encounter with Arceus here, so we kind of have at least some idea that we aren't in Kansas anymore. I see. You seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Might I offer some directions? Do you have somewhere around here you could stay? No, nowhere. So you don't know anyone here, and you don't even know where to spend the night. Well, this is a proper pickle indeed. Are you quite sure you'll be able to survive? I don't know what to do. Somehow I guess. Somehow I guess is a bit optimistic, but I'm going to give the more subtle, I could probably use some help right now answer, so I don't know what to do. I see. Well, no gentleman would abandon a person in such need. Oh. Splish splash. The Pokemon. Oh my, I'd completely forgotten. I had just caught up to these 3 runaway Pokemon when you tumbled out of the sky. It's almost as if they knew you'd appear here. Ah, but do you even know what a Pokemon is? Of course I do. Ah, that's a relief. Though you fell from the sky, it seems we have some common ground, eh? Yes, well, these 3 Pokemon belong to me. Mysterious creatures that they are. Oh yes, and what might your name be? I'm Joseph. Oh, so you're called Joseph. That name has quite the ring to it. I imagine it must have some lovely meaning. Oh, but I do apologize, I haven't even introduced myself. No, but the text box seems to have done that for you. My name is Laventon. I am something of a Pokemon professor. That is to say, I'm a scholar seeking to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. Yes, Pokemon such as these 3 here with... oh, blast and bother. My darling Pokemon, why must you run from me again? I'm terribly sorry, but do you think you could help me round them up? I beg you. Wait, you 3, wait! Alright, and here we basically have our introduction movement tutorial. We can notice the big giant glowy thing with the Arceus ring around it. Probably want to investigate that. There's a glowing, beeping object over there. Definitely needs investigation. Investigate! You found something that resembles a phone. It's probably your phone, but it's changed shape. You feel a strange power emanating from it. A message appeared on the screen, filling you with complete and total shock. I bestow upon thee this Arc Phone, and thy mission. Seek out all Pokémon. Stowing our phone away in our nice little back pocket phone holder. Alright, so let's go ahead and catch back up with Professor Laventon. Alas, yet another miss. Aha! I'm glad you've come to my rescue, my new friend from the sky. I tried catching my little runaways by tossing some Pokeballs their way, but I'm not the best at this sort of thing, you see. I'd love to give you a go at it, but perhaps I should tell you a bit about these three first. Now, that one is Rowlet. Rowlet can photosynthesize like a plant, and apparently it battles using its sharp feathers. Cute. That one over there is Cyndaquil. The fire burning on Cyndaquil's back will flare up whenever it is surprised or irate. Equally cute. The Pokemon near the pond is Oshawott. Oshawott naps while floating on the water, and it can battle using the shell-like object on its belly, the Scalchop. Cuteness overload. Oh my, I nearly forgot to cover the most crucial thing, how to go about catching Pokemon. Here you are, my boy. Pokeballs. Throw these at Pokemon to catch them. And we get 50 Pokeballs here. These 50 are just for this little tutorial section, actually. We will get some more later on, though. Pokeball. A mysterious ball that can be thrown at wild Pokemon in order to catch them. These balls can be crafted by hand if you gather the necessary materials. Ah, but that won't do for an explanation, will it? I do apologize. Let me be more thorough. Now, I've mentioned already that Pokemon are strange, marvelous creatures. What's so strange about them, you ask? Well, each and every Pokemon is able to shrink itself down to minuscule size. And that's where Pokeballs come in. Pokeballs are a recent invention, you see. Throw one of them at a Pokemon, and... why, the Pokemon will shrink down and fit inside the ball, comfy as can be. And with that, you've caught a Pokemon. I know we've just met, but I'm afraid I've no one else to turn to. I'd be awfully grateful if you could catch my 3 runaways. Now, the proper technique is to take aim at the Pokemon, then let the ball fly. It's quite simple. Though far be it from me to say so, I suppose, given my own dire lack of skill in this area. Pokemon can be caught by throwing Pokeballs at them. Hold down the ZR button to ready a Pokeball and take aim. You can keep moving around as you do, so use the right stick to adjust your angle and aim carefully at your target Pokemon. Release the ZR button to throw the Pokeball. If it hits a Pokemon, you may be able to catch it. If you've readied a Pokeball but do not want to throw it, press the B button to cancel the throw. And so now we've got to go ahead and help Professor Laventon catch the Pokemon. Cyndaquil, I think, is the closest. So let's go ahead and... come on. Get our Pokeball ready, and... there we go! Haha! Oh, wonderful! You've caught a Pokemon! It seems you've quite the knack for this Pokemon catching business, Joseph. Jolly useful skill to have around here. Only 2 of my darling runaways left now. Still, this is most unusual. You don't seem fearful of Pokemon in the slightest. Now, I do have to wonder a little bit. I'm not sure if our character is supposed to be from, like, the future in the Pokemon world, or if our character is supposed to be, like, from the quote-unquote real world. Oh, there we go, Oshawott. Because we did get that whole, like, kind of introduction to, from Arceus before we fell in here, but I'm not sure if when he said a strange new world, if he meant strange and new because we've never actually heard of Pokemon as real living things, or if he meant because we were traveling, you know, to a time in the past, which would also be equally strange. So, little curiosity there. Now, back to the dialogue. I can hardly believe it, Joseph. Incredible! You know, many people fear to even approach Pokemon, never mind catch them. Bravo indeed! Just one more to go. Let's wrap this up sharpish, shall we? Alright, now let's go ahead and see about getting Rowlet. And there we go. I think it's gonna... yeah, pops back out. Ah, yes, I'm afraid that can happen. Pokeballs are hardly 100% foolproof. Give it another go, old boy. We gotta find Rowlet first, though. There you are. Alright, and now we ready the ball, and we give it another shot. Haha! Overall, a pretty good little tutorial. Familiar, but with a change of pace. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, what a relief to have them all back. You see, the 3 Pokemon you caught have only just arrived at the village to help with our research. They won't yet listen to anyone. And as I mentioned, they bolted from the village almost as if they knew you'd come falling. But I must say, Joseph, I was taken aback by how well you use Pokeballs. How is it that you can catch Pokemon so ably when you've only just arrived here? One can't help but think there's a reason you appeared here and now. Dun-da-da, my phone. Seek out all Pokemon. That object is an Arc phone, you say? What an odd device. Could it be guiding you somehow? If you'll indulge me for a moment, there's something I'd like to share with you. You see, I have a dream to compile this region's first complete record of its Pokemon. We in the field call such a catalog a Pokédex. Yes, a proper Pokédex is a wonderful work of research containing detailed records of all the Pokemon to be found in a region. But in order to properly document Pokemon, one must, of course, catch them. And therein lies the rub, I'm afraid. Pokeballs have only just been invented, and not many have mastered the skill of using them. Enter you, a person with a clear talent for catching Pokemon. Your goal is to seek out every Pokemon, and mine is to have all those Pokemon caught. A situation ripe for teamwork, don't you agree? Come now, what do you say? Shall we help one another out, my boy? You've convinced me. Then whoever and from wherever you may be, I welcome you with open arms. We've a Pokédex to complete. First things first, let's get these Pokemon back to the village. Then we'll sort out your lodgings and find you some proper clothes and a meal and all that. Follow me then, onward to Jubilife Village. And here we go. I'm not going to go ahead and I'm going to avoid talking during the cutscenes, at least whenever I can see a cutscene is coming up, just so that we can focus on anything the game might have to show us or give us there. Thank you for your tireless work keeping us safe, my good guardsman. This young man was of great assistance to me in my Pokemon, so I hope you'll forgive my bringing him into the village for a bit. Get the good old nod of approval. I seem a bit worried. We're definitely not in Jubilife City anymore. Nice, quaint little place. This way, if you please. Jubilife Village. It's come a long way thanks to the fine people of the Galaxy Expedition team. This road we're on now is known to the locals as Kanala Avenue. All the locals noticing me. The village was built scarcely 2 years ago. There's much to do yet. And since we know so little of the local Pokemon, people hesitate to set foot outside the village. And now that impressive building up ahead of us is Galaxy Hall, headquarters for the entire outfit. Apologies if the text on the screen there was a little fast. I know there was one I didn't get to read, but I don't have any control over those boxes while the professor's giving you the little tour. Oh, botheration, I'd almost forgotten. I need to go and report that we successfully recovered the escaped Pokemon. Might I ask you to wait for me at the canteen? It's just past the bridge here, then to the left. The Wallflower, it's called. Your Arc phone is beeping. Somehow it seems to show where you need to go next. Most convenient. Use the minus button to view the map on your ARC phone. You can consult the map for guidance to your next destination and information on your missions and requests. You'll also see guidance markers when you're out exploring or running around the village. If you're not sure where to go next, stop and look around in all directions to try to spot one of these markers. Then head for it. In an unfamiliar land, head to the wallflower which serves as the village canteen. Alrighty. I suppose, as long as it now has kind of given me free reign, I should stop and introduce myself to some people. Bellamy. I'm pretty new to the village myself. I try to talk to everyone I meet, so I always learn something new. Hint hint. And what about the boys over here? This is Show. This region is huge, and there's lots of dangerous Pokemon too, but you came here anyway? How come? Suppose I could ask you the same question. Back in my hometown, I've got an older brother who's going to inherit the family farm and all, but I'm going to make my own way here in Hisui. Alright, I don't know if there's anybody else too nearby, and I don't want to get too caught off in the weeds talking to every random person, but over here, with the little marker, we have Hisui. We have the canteen. I don't think I have access to... my settings. Now, one thing I do want to do right quick is I want to enable HUD toggling, because sometimes I do want to be able to turn the heads-up display off on the screen and just maybe randomly wander. And I also want to turn off the auto... Whoops. No motion sensitivity. I want to disable the autosave, though, just in case I have any more technical shenanigans. Inquiring look. Benny. Well now, aren't you awfully suspicious? No wallflowers for Galaxy Team folk only. We don't have seats for outsiders. Move along. Oh. And here we go. Who are you? I've never seen anyone dressed like you are. What if you were attacked by a Pokemon? You'd be minced meat in those flimsy clothes. If the guard let you through, you must have ties with somebody in the village. Yes, I do. Perhaps you've met Professor Laventon. He's a scholar from a faraway place. His Pokemon do get away from him at times, though. It makes me a bit worried for him. I suppose I'm hardly one to talk. I've had some trouble with Pokemon myself. I was hit by a Pokemon move called Thunder Shock not long ago and had to take to my bed. But the Professor, well, I do wonder how long he'll last. Unfortunately, it's just as Akari says. I'm a clumsy sort of fellow, to put it mildly. Professor! I do like that her name is Akari, play on Hikari, which is Dawn's Japanese name. But everything will be quite alright now. Joseph here has agreed to help us with our Pokédex. She looks in disbelief at me. Excuse me? You plan to appoint him to the Survey Corps? You can't just slap a badge on whoever you like without Captain Silene's permission. I'll allow it. Captain Silene! Assuming the individual can contribute to the Survey Corps, that is. I am the captain of the Galaxy Team Survey Corps. You may call me Silene. Professor Laventon has told me how you helped secure his Pokemon when they slipped his control. And now it seems he would like us to feed and house you in exchange for your ongoing labor. I like the idea of that. Work and reward. Or work and pay, I guess. You look to be 15 or so. Quite old enough to work for your keep. But we can't simply take us on a stranger who wanders in among us without any idea of their skills or origins. Tomorrow we shall see if you can prove yourself worthy. Oh, a most reasonable decision, Captain. Now, would you care to join us for a meal? I'm sure you've got plenty of questions for our visitor. That's quite all right. I prefer to eat alone, so I might appreciate my meals without distraction. Aloof as always, I see. Well, no matter. The rest of us can share a meal and some pleasant conversation then, eh? Benny, old chum, the usual potato mochi, if you please, but make it for 3 today. Wonderful stuff, Benny. Much obliged. Your potato mochi never failed to please. Professor Laventon, where exactly did you meet our visitor here? Well, you know that great hole in the sky? The one people call the space-time rift. Our new friend fell right out of it. We're back to disbelief. You can't be serious. Come now, I am a scientist. My job is to observe and explain any and all phenomena. I concern myself only with facts. Now, you already know there are many Pokémon here in the Hisui Region. That there are, in the grass, in forests, by water, or wherever they like. Our job as the Survey Corps is to research them and to find out what kind of creatures they are. Well, we know this much. Pokémon are terrifying creatures. It's all but impossible to know what kinds of powers they might possess, or what sorts of wondrous things they can do. But that's where Joseph will come in. He successfully caught 3 Pokémon. 3 of them in quick order, you understand. Nobody in the Galaxy team is capable of a feat such as that. This means we can finally begin our Pokémon research in earnest. 3? We have a hard enough time catching even 1 when wild Pokémon come after us. Well, to be perfectly fair, the Pokémon that fled to the beach weren't on the attack, but the key to catching Pokémon is getting close enough to aim your Pokéball well, and it seems our new friend is fearless enough to do just that. Does the Survey Corps really have the leeway to be enjoying a leisurely meal with this outsider? Your captain just ordered 10 whole portions of potato mochi, you know. The slow progress on that Pokédex of yours clearly has her on edge. I'm sure we'll start to rein in the good captain's stress-eating soon enough. Now, have your fill, Joseph, and think, if you make it in the Galaxy team, you'll never have to worry about a meal again. The team provides for all its members' needs, even if said members fell out of the sky. I'm beginning to feel like an airmail package. And on the bright side, though the captain may be stress-eating, I would say she's probably stress-exercising too, because she looks quite fit. That was quite delicious indeed. Yes, the food was lovely, but more importantly, you do remember that Joseph has a trial to pass to join the Survey Corps, don't you? Not to worry, I have complete confidence in Joseph's skills. Let's hope it is not misplaced. Joseph, was it? For tonight at least, we will provide you with a place to sleep. You may use our quarters there. But if you fail to pass the trial we put to you tomorrow, you must move on. You will be expelled from the village to meet your fate, and perhaps your death, in the wilds. Ooh, a bit austere. But I suppose when needs must. Captain Silene's somewhat like Hisui, in that they're both quite harsh. Oh no, she simply puts on a stern front to help keep us all safe. At any rate, I think it's time we turned in for the night, eh? It's a good thing one can't fall out of the futons we sleep in here. I imagine our new friend has had quite enough falling for one day. And with that, I bid you both good night. Yes, good night. A rift in the sky, people falling from it. The world is full of mysteries. Alright, and now our task is updated, and it says that we need to head to the quarters we've been assigned. So let's go ahead and pop in here. And here we have this nice little room. It's all to ourselves. We get a little sandy patio area. We can investigate this. This chest looks like you could store lots and lots of items in it. And then we have our little cooking kitchen area. One nice little subtle thing they did is, as you walk from the sand and onto the little wooden area, your sandals actually come off, which I think was a great touch. So let's see, we've got our hearth. A nice fire in the sunken hearth can help keep the entire room heated. So can having a nice big fire Pokemon. It's a jug used to store drinking water. It has a lid on top to keep debris from falling in. Checking survey tips. Survey tips contain all sorts of useful information to help you carry out your survey work in the Hisui Region. To read them at any time, simply press the Up button to open the menu and then go to the Help screen. There we go. Handy tips for team members. Don't wish your toils to be forgotten. Diligent record keeping will save you from such a fate. Saving your progress. To save your progress, press the Up button to open the menu, then scroll with the ZL or ZR button until you reach the save screen. There is also an autosave function you can use to have your progress saved automatically. You can enable or disable autosave by scrolling to the Help screen in the menu, then selecting Settings. I think the autosave is actually a pretty good feature. I have it turned off, though, just in case my Elgato gives me any shenanigans and I need to re-record some part of the game. But fingers crossed, that's not going to happen. It's a dresser of very solid construction where extra sets of clothing can be kept. It's a paper lantern. It seems to use oil as its fuel. There are some lovely stones that someone must have found, but they're just plain old stones. I am curious if these stones aren't going to be something else or if they are just a decoration in the room. And here we have our mirror. It's a full-length mirror. We don't have any other outfits to change into right now, so we can't. And we have our little sign on the wall. Our 5 principles. 1. Behave with courtesy to others. 2. Superiors are owed your respect. 3. Likes and dislikes are a luxury ill afforded. 4. Those who are weaker must be helped. 5. Difficulties must be faced head on. See, I like these principles here. Because you notice on there one thing that it does specify is that people who are weaker need help, and so I get the feeling between Cylene's comments, the board, and kind of just the general vibe of this place that as long as you're willing to work and willing to, do your part, you will always be welcome in this society, despite how stern Captain Cylene seems to be. Rest until tomorrow morning. Yes. Bidoof. Well, something just happened there. The next day. Good morning, Joseph. Are you up? Quite some lightning last night, wasn't it? Yes, indeed. Today's the day of your trial, so let's give it our all. Okay, so now we're going to head to Galaxy Team Headquarters to hear about your trial from Captain Cylene. Let's go ahead and get over there. What lovely weather we've got. I hope you had a nice sleep, even if this land is strange and new to you. She goes from lightning to lovely weather. Let's get to headquarters. Captain Cylene is waiting. Alrighty. And hello, good sir. Beauregard. Commander Komodo is fantastically strong. Rumor has it he once sent a Pokemon flying with one of those sumo throws he's so proud of. Huh. Let's go ahead and get inside of our Galaxy HQ. See if we can get the trial started and underway. The Survey Corps' offices are here on the first floor. Don't give up! Keep those eyes open! The wild Pokemon, they were everywhere, attacking from all sides. I set up my partner Pokemon, but against a whole pack, outnumbered, This is what happens when you go so far afield, but the medical corps will put you to rights. That man's with the security corps, and even with his own partner, he took a beating from wild Pokémon. Without a partner Pokémon of your own, you might find this trial particularly trying. I think that's why they call it a trial. Captain Silene, Joseph is here. You may enter. Abra floating over in the corner. Let us get straight to it. If you wish to join the Galaxy Expedition team, prove yourself capable by going out into the Obsidian Fieldlands and catching 3 different species of Pokemon: Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. Catching 3 Pokemon from the start? No one in the Galaxy team has ever managed that. Did this stranger not catch 3 different Pokemon only yesterday? My trial should be simple enough for him, if the professor wasn't exaggerating things, that is. The Galaxy team does not have the means to provide for those who only take without giving. If you wish to stay, you must prove beyond any doubt that you'll be an asset to our cause. I will lend you one of our Survey Corps satchels to carry whatever you may need in the field. Da 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 da! That satchel doesn't exactly match your mode of dress. Akari, I'll expect you to step in if anything goes awry. Mission: the Galaxy Team's entry trial. If we hit plus, as you see there, it'll put it on our guide. I think it does that anyway because it's technically our only mission at the time. Checking missions and requests. Press the Y button while consulting the map on your ARC phone, and you can check the tasks you have waiting. There are 2 types, missions and requests. Missions must be completed to progress in your adventure, while requests are optional and given by people you meet. Pardon, Joseph. Come with me a moment. Now then, a jolly good morning to everyone. Is something the matter, Professor Laventon? In order to complete our Pokédex and, well, simply survive in this unforgiving land, Joseph absolutely must pass this trial. And as a professor of Pokémon, I've got just the ticket to help accomplish that. Crew. Go on, Joseph, pick the Pokémon that strikes your fancy. With a partner of your own, you'll be able to fight off wild Pokémon outside the village. These little darlings are very dear to me, but it's plain to see they're rather curious about you. Well, my boy, which Pokémon would you like to keep as your very own? I did go ahead and pick a Pokémon out before I even started the game yesterday for the stream, because I did know who the starters were, and I love all 3 of these guys. It's so hard to choose, but at the end of the day, I'm going to go ahead and go with Cyndaquil, which is the same Pokemon I chose on the stream yesterday. Do you want Cyndaquil as your first partner? Yes. So cute. Yay! My character looks really happy too. And with that, one of the Pokemon you caught at Prelude Beach for me will now be yours to keep. Good show. I've tucked Cyndaquil back inside its Pokeball for you, so take it. It's yours. You received Cyndaquil. A word of advice, my boy. Pay close attention to which Pokeballs are empty and which ones contain a Pokemon when you're out in the field. Cuckoo! Blush! They look as if they're cheering on their friend Cyndaquil. Or perhaps they're jealous that it gets to help you with your trial. That could well be. They did go dashing from the village when Joseph fell out of the sky, after all. Well, not to worry, you two. I'll have you assist me with my research for now. Splash! By the by, what species has Captain Silene charged you with catching? Well, that's smashing. All 3 of those species can be found in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Let me give you some Pokeballs to use during your trial, then. And there we have 20 Pokeballs. And these are ours to keep, unlike those first 50, which have magically disappeared out of our pocket. These Pokeballs may be handcrafted, but they work a treat, as you've already seen. That statement right there makes me wonder if they don't have a more mass-produced version of a Pokeball, since he does, mention that they're handcrafted. But it could also just be a twist on the phrasing from the writers. You'll have this trial cleared in no time. I guess you're finally ready. You'll have to leave the village for your trial. Turn left after you exit headquarters, then head for the gate. Okie dokie. Alright, now I've got to depart for the Obsidian Fieldlands. And they said turn left, so let's go ahead and head out this way. If you click the left joystick, it will let you dash. Oh, what a curious get-up you have there. I can already tell you're quite the character. No offense, sir, but you seem to have quite the get-up there, and you appear to be quite the character. Although I must say I do very much enjoy your style. I'm thinking that's an apron that they're wearing, because I believe he's a gentleman. I can't quite tell. I'm Volo of the Ginkgo Guild, the go-to choice for any of your mercantile needs here in Hisui. I've heard talk about you. Fell from the sky, didn't you? Now that's certainly a tale I'd like to hear. Could be a girl, though. I really can't tell. If anyone knows, let me know. Oh, and you've a Pokemon. You're certainly full of interesting surprises. Investigating the odd and novel is a key to any good merchant's success, so what do you say? How about you and I see how our Pokemon stand up to one another in battle? Sounds good. I like you better and better. What a delightful find. I've also heard about this trial you're to attempt. Let's have a quick battle to get your blood pumping before you head out. Though I hope you know you'll lose if your Pokemon's HP reaches 0. That's the thing about small towns. Information gets around fast. Ginkgo Guild member Volo challenged you to battle. Volo sent out Togepi. Go, Cyndaquil! And battle. And you can see here you actually have the ability to move around as you engage in battle. Use Quick Attack, Cyndaquil! And Togepi uses Tackle. One more time, Cyndaquil. Quick Attack! Go, Cyndaquil, go! You can do it, Cyndaquil. Don't let Togepi's Tackle win. Finish it off with a third Quick Attack! Yeah! And we defeated Togepi. I feel kind of bad beating a Togepi up. Moves, items, use them well, and the world will open up to you. Level up, and a new move. It's always good fun to have your Pokemon do battle, don't you think? And as they gain experience through battle, they'll learn more moves and grow even stronger. Pokemon moves. Pokemon sometimes learn new moves when they level up. If you want to change the moves your Pokemon can use in battle, open your satchel, choose the Pokemon you want, and select the Change Moves option. I didn't get far enough in the games on the stream to have any Pokemon that knew more than 4 moves, but it seems like in this game, your Pokemon's moveset is kept in a list on one side of the screen whenever you're editing their moves anyway, and you can just choose which 4 moves you want to have active at any given point in time. You don't have to constantly go back to like a move tutor, move deleter, that kind of thing. So I like the idea of it. It's much more convenient and doesn't really change up the base gameplay at all. But so few people here have their own Pokemon. If only more knew how to use Pokeballs. At any rate, let me help our 2 battlers recover from their little exercise. And to you, my sky-fallen friend, I present some potions in thanks. Oh, nice. Got 5 potions. Potion, a topical medicine meant to be applied to Pokemon. It can be used to restore 60 HP to a single Pokemon. You can use them on your Pokemon whenever they might be worn out from battle. I'll be hoping that you're successful on that trial of yours. More Galaxy team members means more customers for yours truly, after all. Well, thank you very much, Volo, and I wish you safe travels and good tidings. That's really something. Not only can you catch Pokemon, you can lead them in battle. Now, to the Obsidian Fieldlands. When you're leaving Jubilife Village, make sure you choose a destination from your map and tell Rest the guardsman where you're going. That way someone can come to your aid if you're knocked out by a Pokemon. Safety first. Your trial begins just a short way past that front gate. Alright, so let's go ahead and get to our trial. You're Joseph, correct? I was informed you'd be passing through. Your trial will take place outside the safety of the village. Please take care to come back alive. You can definitely tell you're not in Kansas anymore. You wish to go to the Fieldlands Camp? Yes. It's the only place I can go. But yeah, you can definitely tell that this little world of Pokemon is a bit more harsh. Still friendly, but I feel like maybe not quite as friendly as I am used to the... Or at least how I'm used to the anime depicting the Pokemon world. This is our base camp, the last safe haven before you reach the wilds. For your trial, you must catch 3 species of Pokemon: Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. Are you ready to get started? Oh, Professor, is something wrong?
Well, you see, Captain Silene got hold of me after you left. She impressed upon me that I bear full responsibility for whatever happens to our sudden guest.
That's our unsparing captain, but what help exactly can you offer out here, Professor?
To be honest, my dear girl, I don't intend to lift a finger. Joseph's talents are the real deal. He'll pass with flying colors, you'll see.
Oh, so the responsibility for him still lies, in fact, with me, then. Well, I'm sure Joseph will be fine. Let's begin the trial. No need to worry! I'm gonna think of that every time I see Akari. Alright, so we have our entry trial, and we have to catch a Bidoof, the first Pokemon. This is Aspiration Hill. The species of Pokemon you're meant to catch all live here. And along comes a Bidoof. Time to get ready to catch it. Bidoof! The key is to aim carefully. Not that you seem to need my advice. I'm just sharing what I know. Well, I appreciate the sharing. Hold down the ZL button to focus on a wild Pokemon and keep it in your sights as long as it's nearby. This technique comes in very useful when aiming Pokeballs at a target or when dodging Pokemon's attacks. A Bidoof has a mellow disposition. That means it tends to not run from people, so this will be easy. Alright, now Akari is down there closer to the Bidoof. And I'm not sure what she says if I talk to her. Let's see. What does she say? You ought to be able to catch a Bidoof with a well-thrown Pokeball. Okay. And so if we walk over here and we get our Pokeball ready. And if we wait a second, Bidoof should do that little cute... Come on, Bidoof, do the thing. Oh, you're not going to do the thing, Bidoof. Oh, well. Go ahead and catch it. You caught a Bidoof. Well done. Time to find your next Pokemon. They've really streamlined the whole catching thing, too. You know, for example, it didn't ask me there if I wanted to rename my Pokemon, which, if you do... let me get over to the right screen. If you do want to rename your Pokemon... Spoiled Apricorn. Oh, Bidoof must have been holding that when I caught him. Excuse me, when I caught her. Let's just pop this right there for now. I'll leave my Pokeball on that up there. But if you do want to, for example, rename your Pokemon, you can simply select it and click on Change Name. But I think it's nice that they've actually streamlined that little bit. You know, it's much more active when you're catching Pokemon now in this game, and I really kind of like the whole adjustments that they've made to it a little bit, because it's still Pokemon, but it feels fresh and new. There's a Starly. They're skittish little things. They'll run if startled. Cute little Starly. But you should be able to get close to them if you crouch. You'll be harder to spot. Crouching down, press the B button to crouch and make it harder for wild Pokemon to notice you. Press the same button again to rise. If you creep into the tall grass while crouched low, you'll be even harder for Pokemon to detect. Alright, so if we crouch down like this, and then if we get into grass, the screen borders turn black like that, which helps us to know that we are kind of in stealth mode. And then, if we creep up on Starly, and I don't think the game is actually, oh no, it does actually tell you there on the side, ZL hold, or if you hold ZL, you can focus on the Pokemon. Now, at the moment, it doesn't give me any additional information on the Pokemon though, so I don't know what level this Starly is, and I don't know what gender it is, so let's see if we can catch it and find out. That's Starly caught as well! Only one more Pokemon to go! And let's see, if I go up into this, Starly was level 2 and male. Alright. Alright, now we get to see something, again, new in this game. Oh, I forgot, there's something I ought to teach you, since you're still new to this. Here's the proper way to throw your partner's Pokeball. As Captain Silene tells us, have an item at the ready but want to send out a Pokemon? Press X. Have a Pokemon at the ready but want to throw out an item? Press X. The Captain's real expert on these things. Try throwing your Pokemon's ball at rocks or trees like this one to have it investigate. If your Pokemon finds any berries or other items, it'll bring them to you. Now it's time for your partners to shine. We've reached your final hurdle, catching a Shinx. But first, so if we got our items set up down there, and if we hit X, now we can send out our Pokemon. And so you can notice how the cursor, or I don't know, the crosshairs, whatever you want to call the symbol on the screen, it gets bigger whenever you're actually aiming at something that will more than likely be interactable. So we go ahead and throw Cyndaquil out, and Cyndaquil will tackle the tree for us, and we get orange berries. And there we go. I'll go ahead and organize my berries down into that row. And now, we're on to Shinx. There, that's Shinx. It's so cute. I love how they did Shinx's animation here. Shinx has an aggressive disposition. Could you already tell that? I'm sorry, I can't look at Shinx, at least not with the animation and the way that its eyes look and everything here. I can think of some times in the anime where I've seen Shinx look pretty, like, serious and a little bit aggressive, but here they just look adorable. Could I tell that Shinx has an aggressive disposition? Sure, more or less. I'm getting my serious face on there. I thought you might. I can never tell until I focus on a Pokemon carefully. Once aggressive Pokemon get irate, they'll knock aside any ball you throw at them. Take cues by focusing. When you use the ZL button to focus on a Pokemon, you can see how easy it may be to catch. The more arrows you see pointing up above a Pokemon, the easier it will be to catch. An X icon will appear above a Pokemon if it has picked a fight with you. Be warned, Pokemon displaying this icon cannot be caught unless you engage them in battle. So that is one thing to point out here, is that we do still have to battle Pokemon. We can go up and catch some if they're I don't want to say timid, but if they're a more gentle species. But there are still, the requirement to having to battle and weaken Pokemon before catching them in this game. Don't worry though, I'll teach you the trick to catching aggressive Pokemon. You've got to battle them! Once they're absorbed with battling, you can throw a Pokeball at them to try to catch them. By now, you've got several Pokemon of your own, don't you? take one of their Pokeballs and throw it near a wild Pokemon you want to battle. I've got no doubt you'll hold your own in battle. Starting Pokemon battles. It's easy to start a battle against a wild Pokemon. Simply throw a Pokeball that contains one of your own Pokemon at it. If you can see that you currently have an item ready to throw, not a Pokemon, press the X button. Press X! It's going to be our new little slogan. When in doubt, press X! It will allow you to toggle between your thrown items and your Pokemon team. Alright, and so, now we have that eye at the top of the screen, which means that Shinx has spotted us. Let's go ahead and use Cyndaquil. Alright, so, fight. Let's try Cyndaquil's new attack with Ember. Go Cyndaquil. And Shinx used Quick Attack. And, oh, Shinx used Quick Attack again. They got two in there. You use Quick Attack this time, Cyndaquil. Shinx is looking around. Okay, so Shinx didn't attack that time. So now let's use Quick Attack. Oh, actually, no, I shouldn't have done. Whoops. Well, we defeated Shinx anyway. No, don't knock the Shinx out. Catch it. Even in battle, you can throw an empty Pokeball at it like you would any other time. Yeah, that was my mistake there. So now let's... Actually... Let's use our potion, and we will heal up Cyndaquil. Yeah, I kind of got a little carried away there. I didn't mean to knock Shinx out, but I guess that is a good point to make here. You can still knock Pokemon out, and if their HP goes all the way down to 0, you don't get the option to catch them then. All right, so now need to do that. There we go. All right, now let's try to catch this one. Fight. Let's start off with Quick Attack this time. Hopefully we can get a few more attacks in before Shinx manages to knock us too low on HP. Actually, hold on. Let me use items. I know Shinx is still in the green, but let's see if this will work. I might need to attack him one more time. Oh, no, okay, good. I just didn't want to risk the next attack being a critical hit or something like that and knocking Shinx out again. You approached those Pokemon without a hint of fear, and caught each one. And knocked one out, too. You're like a gift the sky dropped to us. With you at our side, I think the Survey Corps has a real chance of compiling a complete Pokedex as we've been ordered. This is wonderful! I'm still curious why on earth you came falling from the sky like you did, but for now, let's tell the professor we're ready to head back.
Oh, I said you'd pass the trial with flying colors, and it seems you went and did just that. Congratulations, Joseph. You've taken your first step towards seeking out every Pokemon. This calls for a commemorative photograph.
Click. With skills like yours, I suppose this was a foregone conclusion.
Now then, we'd best report to Captain Silene. Time to head back to Jubilife Village, eh?
In time, you'll be able to send Pokemon you've caught to live in the village pastures. You can bring up to 6 Pokemon with you into the field, in theory, though we've never had anyone skilled enough to do so. Now, I have to wonder, why only 6? I mean, I kind of understood in the other games that, I mean, you had, like, the Pokemon League, so you had sort of, like, regulations and sort of, like, you know, rules for Pokemon trainers and stuff, so I figured 6 was just sort of a rule that you had in competitions and whatnot, but here I kind of have to wonder, is 6 Pokeballs the most we can carry at a time or something?
Come now, you two, let's not dilly-dally. Captain Silene awaits our report at headquarters.
I bet Captain Silene will be very pleased.